Hey, excited for the win, 3 in a row. I think one of the things that really stood out to us is that we were able to keep them under 60. This is a team that's third in the country in three-point field goal percentage, Idaho State. So we had great respect for them coming in. I thought, overall, I was really pleased with the way we defended the three-point line. Our mission was to not give up those standstill threes, and to obviously get them to put the ball down and make it a little bit tougher on them from that three-point line. So really excited to see that. +9 on the boards is a step in the right direction for us in the rebounding category. We were definitely playing on some tired legs tonight, and I thought that we showed some mental toughness as a group, and that's good to see. But we were able to wear them down, I thought, a little bit. And it was fun to see us kind of get into our running game for a little bit. But a lot of positives from this game. Excited for the defense to hold two teams back-to-back to 60 and under. That's always a goal for us. And to get up on the glass the way we did. But especially to defend the three-point line tonight was key for us.
Coach, Idaho State entered today averaging 76 points per game on offense, and you touched on this a little bit. The Cougars held the Bengals to a season-low 55 points. In your opinion, did the defense come through tonight?
Yeah, I think that, we watched all their games on film, and, they certainly got our attention when they took number 25 Washington out at over there on the dark side by 20. Shooting the three as well as they did, and they've continued to do that, obviously being third in the country in three-point field goal percentage. So I thought overall I was really pleased to see that. That's not how we defended against UC Davis and some other teams that shot the three as well. So big step in the right direction defensively as a team.
Coach, a bit of a tough night turning the ball over. How are you guys able to, get a win and really never trail in that game even with the turnovers?
I enjoy seeing the 20 assists. That's something that we're trying to make sure that we play an unselfish brand of basketball out there. And we've got a lot of weapons, but you've got to give those weapons touches. But yeah, uncharacteristic for us, I thought, in this game, and something that, definitely going to have to look at the film and see where we can help them, not make those type of turnovers.
Coach, two of their bigger players, Blair Brook and Saylor Grandin, they only shot 4 of 16 and 5 of 13 respectively. How were you able to?
Yeah, I mean, most of the time they were out on the perimeter, and we were trying to make them put the ball down. I mean, we were trying to get there on the catch. Don't give them an easy look. You get the ball, make them put it down, and see if they can score off the dribble, and then count on the help. I mean, we had, 9 blocks tonight, 5 of them with Nike just swooping around, and really, I thought she was fantastic in the last 5 minutes of the game. I thought Kayla Haley was, give her the game ball. I mean, unbelievable with the O boards and the scores late, the way she did as well.
Louise Brown, 4 for 4 from three-point, double-double, 14 points, 11 rebounds. Talk about her performance.
Yeah, just excited for Lou. I mean, keep in mind, this is somebody who didn't play all of last year. I mean, the entire year out. And, she's been trying to find her groove, so to speak, out there on both ends of the floor. She's our best communicator on the floor, I think, by far. And which really helps us both offensively and defensively. She's an extension of the coaching staff on the floor, no doubt about it. But I just thought that Lou played really, really hard, and she showed some great intensity. I thought that, one of the things that we tried to focus on in practice this week is understanding how well Idaho State will collapse the defense. I mean, they're holding teams in the 20s, in the 20%. So we knew that we'd have some open looks, but we wanted to make sure that our players were able to get those open looks in the flow to knock it down. And I thought our teammates did Lou's teammates did a great job of doing that for her tonight.
Coach, following up with Lou Brown a little bit, last year, of course, you had the long WNIT run, got a lot of extra practices. It was clear the team at the end of the year had incredible chemistry. And so it was, kind of clear at the start of the year the challenge was going to be reintegrating all of your strong offensive players with all of these players who knew where each other was on the floor. Where would you say that stands right now? Because it seemed like everybody is integrating a little better tonight.
I don't think we're there yet. And I say that on both sides of the basketball, because there's certain strengths that some of the players that played great in the WNIT. You know they're doing some things, but they've got to learn to do them with the teammates that have come back off injury and know each other's strengths. So I think that we're aware of it, and I think we've talked about it. But the biggest thing we have to do, and this is what 8 games into the season, is just, you know, keep getting out there and believing in each other, keep sharing the basketball, understand that everybody's going to get their opportunity, you know. And if we can play hard defensively like we did tonight, turn teams over, rebound well, and get into our running game, you're going to want a sub. You know, you can't maintain it out there. And the day that we get to sharing the basketball and understanding that and playing as hard as we can for 40 minutes and rotating 10 or 11 players is the day that, you know, we will have this team ready to be a championship team.
Before the game, we talked about how you wanted your players to share the ball a little bit more and find that extra player. What did you think of that effort?
Yeah, I mean, you know, again, it's a team that, you know, Idaho State has a great game plan, and they really pack it in, and they'll play, you know, Borislava, or they'll play Sweetland, but they'll pack it in. You know, I think you saw it earlier where Maria just stepped out and nailed one, because I'm sure they didn't think that Korskakova could do that, you know, and stuff. So it was important for us to really get out there and try to space the floor and move people, move the basketball as hard as we can, and then give them the basketball in the flow. You know, I think you saw Kayla Haley was open quite a bit tonight, and I think it was by design by Idaho State, but Kayla was willing to let the ball come back to her, maybe not take that first open shot, and I think that allowed her to, you know, have a lot of confidence to get it in flow and knock it down. So I like the way we shared the basketball. You know, I think we would have had a lot more assists if we didn't turn it over, you know, the way we did, but I'm not that concerned about it. You know, it's something that, like I said, we'll take a look at the film and make some adjustments, but normally we don't do that, you know, so we'll get better.
Off the top of your head, head of St. Louis, I believe it is.
Yeah.
What was there anything that you saw tonight that you'll be using in practice to prepare for that?
Well, first thing is, I think, you know, the 2,300 miles journey back, you know, late Monday night kind of showed itself today. And by that I mean some tired legs. And I was really proud of our team to show that mental toughness to just bear down and fight through it. And part of that, too, is being able to play this many players and have 4, almost 5 in double figures, you know, and stuff. But we just need to rest up a little bit. And I think that will help us sharpen up a little bit on some of that turnover stuff that you saw tonight.